tiny coastal town of Portage was located about 47 miles southeast of Anchorage, Alaska, on the Seward Highway. It used to sit on the shore of Cook Inlet. More about that later in this edition. The town was an early transportation hub connecting the coastal areas with the interior of Alaska. The port of Portage was busy with both cargo and passengers. There were also railroad facilities. Although it's difficult to imagine now, as a transportation hub, the town of Portage was a busy community.
Before the 1964 earthquake, anyone traveling from Anchorage on the Seward Highway toward the Kenai Peninsula or traveling from the peninsula were happy to stop in the town of Portage. You could gas up your car, have lunch, or visit the bar. Mike of Anchorage Memories recalls when he was about 11 years old, there was a sign in the restaurant that read something like this: "You can ask to have 1,000-year-old ice in your drink." Apparently, once in a while, the owner of the restaurant and bar sent someone to nearby Portage Glacier to chip off a block of glacier ice. The ice was then broken into smaller chunks, and customers could enjoy having an actual miniature iceberg in their drink, something to tell the folks about back home. Now, Mike, can you tell our listeners what happened to Portage?
Thank you, Mary. On Good Friday, March 27, 1964, a 9.2 earthquake struck Alaska. It was the biggest earthquake in U.S. history. The powerful and horrifying quake shoved some sections of land up and caused others to suddenly sink. Incredible damage followed. Portage, located on the shore of Cook Inlet, was hit hard. Here's a documented account of what happened when the earthquake struck. An eyewitness who was in a service station on the west side of the highway said he and a companion ran out of the east door of the building as the concrete floor began to crack. They got about 3 feet out of the building when a crack about 3 feet wide opened between them. He said that cracks formed about each of them, leaving each man on a small island about 3 feet wide that moved up and down. He said it was like riding an open elevator. As he went down, the other man went up, and then they'd pass each other going in opposite directions. He said that the earth all around them broke into similar pieces and that blocks of frozen earth moved up and down. The cracks also opened and closed, causing muddy water to spout as high as 50 feet into the air. He said after the shaking stopped, water filled the open cracks. He estimated the duration of the quake at about 4 to 5 minutes. During the 1964 Alaska earthquake, the ground in the town of Portage sank about 6 feet. That put the town below the level of high tide in Cook Inlet. The town became flooded with salt water, and all the residents had to leave. Salt water also killed all the trees around Portage, creating a ghost forest. By the way, there is no word about what happened to the 11 friendly people and one old sorehead that once lived in this truly Alaskan town. But rest assured that in the days and months and years that followed, they had plenty of stories to tell about a unique place called Portage, Alaska.